thing is I don't want you around if you useless. I make a living rhyming, same job as Dr. Seuss's. People only give to get back, that's recoupment. Always have their two hands out, like they. My new thing is you ain't even gotta be my new chick. You can just pull up and hang out. What are we waiting for? Life can be tough.
At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, at Acrisure Stadium. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off from Acrisure. This will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He throws a bullet down the left sideline. They connect on the deep shot. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. How about 29 yards on that play, Potter, as they get the chains reset. They've got first down here from the 36. And for the first time, it's the Navy midshipman. He is stuck with authority there, but that stuff came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Houston. Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a first and goal.
This was certainly a call mixed into the game plan this early to try and start the guessing game defensively. Just another wrinkle for that group to deal with.
They'll try and punch it in. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Rolling from the gun here. Goes out of the pocket quick. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete. Well, for a great opening drive, this is where you can run into that speed bump. We see it all the time, getting down near the end zone and trying to find your way in.
Yep, operated so well and efficiently, but when you get into the scoring zone, the red zone, that's when the pressure ramps up.
Here he goes, third and long. Escapes out to the left. And it's incomplete on third and goal.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this fourth down. In his 11th year, still knocking them through. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
All in all, Kate, I'm going to call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball to the 35 to begin this drive.
Okay, ready?
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10.
Here, ready.
Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Gain 15 there. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
Ready, set.
Going to the ground again on first. This is going to be down here. It's about the opposing 36 for their next snap. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
They've got first down here from the 36.
Ready?
They run again with Wright. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Steelers have a first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Come on.
Throwing now off the play action. It's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23.
Set. Black foot smash. Red drill green. Ready?
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Black ultra. Hut, hut.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. On the move, headed right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. He's already wise enough to know how to throw it away. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
Take that play right there. That run is exactly why this team wanted this rookie on their roster. It is so hard to break away from the pack at the NFL level, but this rookie is putting on a show.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10.
Red, 38. Set.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. You started a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one that connects feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
There's a give inside to right. He takes it down to the 33. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Black swap. Here we go.
Right again. He's going to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the play.
27-yard line.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're rolling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
It's Warren on 3rd down. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate. I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Switch, yellow. Set.
Warren once more. That's going to be a gain of 8 on 1st down. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
13-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Opposite. Set. Ready. Black.
And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of 1. It's an early advantage for the Texans. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. It's Steelers ball as we return for the second. And they have to be thinking points here.
Ready.
Here's a kid for right. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Stop right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Down. Ready.
He's going to keep this one. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
That right there,
No gain on the
that's a
play.
tough pill to swallow.
It's 4th down.
That's kind of a manhood test, Kate. When you get pushed backwards on a 3rd down QB sneak, you're going to look at each other in the huddle and say, that can't happen again.
Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. It's a 29-yard look right down the middle for him.
One of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good to get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. It's out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down.
First and 10 from the 32. This time it's a passing play. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Headed out right. Finds him on the crossing route. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
Setting him on the dime. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans now lead by 10. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another. And the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it, 1st and 10.
Ready. 52 blue.
They'll throw to begin this drive. He'll sit on the slant. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 now from the 46.
Ready. Steel. Black. 10 black. Ready.
Looking to throw here. Down the field. He's got Wilson. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Opposite. Hut.
On first down, Warren. A nice little run there, gets him 5. Second down upcoming.
say.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he'll go down here at the 16. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Steelers have a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Running behind center with right. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go. 40. Rail. Yellow. Black shot. Hey, green. Hey, red. Hey, blue. Set, go.
He's going to throw it. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. He's out of bounds. Looks like right around the 5-yard line, partner. So they're going to be set up with first and goal.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Ready, ready. Shot, black, 95. Ready?
Now run to the right. And he's in for the touchdown. The Steelers make it a 1-score game before halftime. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
The Steelers leaving their offense on the field. We got a 2-point conversion coming up.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Right, they're going to throw for it. Has it at the 1. And they kick the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now.
Steelers 14.
Set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. And send a receiver left. Throwing now on 1st down. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Peyton Wilson. And the Steelers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame.
You know what this is, kid? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near side and everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
2-yard line.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Watch out now. Set, ready. Fist, hut.
Warren. And he is into the end zone for a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers take the lead just before halftime. Chris Boswell for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers take a 4-point lead.
21, Texans 17. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Nice game left side. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. All right, now a timeout is called. 9 seconds to go in this half.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Texans.
New set of downs for him and starts at the 38. First and 10, looking to throw. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Trying to find his tight end. So it's second down coming up.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's second and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. And it's Dante Kent in on the stop. Houston calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. Needs a good amount here, too. 51 yards away. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, first and 10.
Come on.
This is right. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
At the 38-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7.
Shot. 7. Here we go. Set. 10.
We'll go play action. Complete right side to Washington. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. First down now, ball at the 33.
Cut, set, cut. Stay.
Running it after the penalty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 52 blue. Ready?
Now right. And that's good for a few. It brings up third down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Okay, ready?
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Black ultra. Down. Black. Cut.
Air it out on 3rd. Caught by 1 out of the backfield. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's 4th down now.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Inside of field goal range, but the kicker ain't moving. They're going for this.
Ready. Black 40. Set. Go.
He's back to throw. He finds it beyond the marker. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Yellow. Set. Cut.
Got to keep this one and go. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Steelers throw the lead coming out of halftime. The fact that they pulled that out on a 1st and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down. Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did, and I would have loved to see those eyes in the public. Right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys, and the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you with their body language, we're ready to go, and that group certainly was.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to Charlie Luke's incomplete. He was hoping to get it to Tank Dell there. So it'll be 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
They'll run here on 1st down. And those running lanes are closing up fast start thing. He's held to just a yard.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
He rolls to his right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. A sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Let's go. They motion Dell over left. 3rd and long for him here. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Intended target there was for Jalen Noel. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on fourth. They'll throw for it. He beams one deep right side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Joe Porter Jr. And the Steelers take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of the second half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10.
22 needles. Close. Set. Ready. Cut.
Throwing now off the play action. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Ready.
New set of downs from 37.
Cut.
Here's Wright on the carry. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Let's go. Drill green. Yellow. 40 clawed red. Set.
Back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Puts his body on the line, and he got it. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
When you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. The Steelers up a couple of scores and in control of the football. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, set, yep, blue, check. Ready?
They run again with Wright. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Right again. Can you come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle?
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign where they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Set. Ready?
Now we give to Warren, coming right. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers making a 3-score game in the 4th. And he is all smiles down there. He's got his 2nd rushing score of this game, and they've got an even bigger lead in this 2nd half.
Well, we know because we call these games week to week, Kate, almost every single one of them seems to be a one-possession nail-biter. To build this kind of cushion and to do it with the strength of his legs, yeah, they're worthy of those smiles down there.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Vacates quickly left side. Oh no, they get him yet again. Dre Greenlaw picks it off. Into the house he goes. It's a pick six. And Pittsburgh touchdown. Rookie quarterback Rob threw it away their last drive. It seemed like he might have been trying to do too much to make up for that mistake, and instead things snowballed.
Yeah, these are the valuable lessons you have to learn from. You cannot be a mistake repeater. Being a rookie quarterback at Aspen, he threw 28 of them his rookie year. Sometimes you just learn on the job, but you cannot repeat those kind of mistakes.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Back to the air following that pick six. Rolling left, buying some time. Rolling deep down the left sideline. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
They'll run now on 2nd down. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Baby, he gets blocked and the ball is out. Steelers have it headed the other way. And they will not score. They needed one more step to make it, but they are going to take over at the goal line. I love that there was no thought of just covering it up, was there? He just grabbed it, instantly got his eyes upfield, and was looking for where to return it.
No, I think you could hear what I could hear, Kate. What we hear on a practice field, scoop and score, scoop and score. They work on it, they rep it, they teach it.
And he gets in, touchdown! The Steelers keep running away with this. Jalen Wright with a touchdown. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
I think so. I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Texans 17. Chris Boswell to kick off for
Now
Pittsburgh.
Boswell on to send this away. And he got all in that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Malone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. We'll take this ahead for 7. We get 7 and 3 now.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if you can get your new set of downs.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Back-to-back carries here. And they'll make a stop over the 46-yard line. This one goes for 3 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass and it's similar down in distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by Peyton Wilson. And second interception of the season.
Well, these were the kind of plays they needed, frankly, earlier in the game when it was still somewhat close. By this point, still a great play, but a bit of a hollow highlight with the game already decided.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, first and 10.
Red, 38. Set.
Now throw to start the drive. We're going to put some heat on this deep ball left side. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's second down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10.
Yep, here we go. Ready?
Here's a give inside to right. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Hey, Kate, you ever run into a brick wall? No, me neither. I think we just watched it.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Set. 52 blue. Slice blue. Ready?
Throw here, third down. Hits his running back. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers close to picking up their 5th win. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got first and 10 from the red zone.
Let's go. Set.
We're going to pass it here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it sets up second down. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Second down run gets him 5. Now they've got third down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Here they come. This is third and 5.
Let's go now. Ready.
Running right with Wilson. It's not like we've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Steelers continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers grow their lead yet again.
56, Texans 17. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. He fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, first and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Trying to push deep downfield. And they pick him up again! Jonte Barron has it. And the Steelers getting back on his 6th interception of the season.
Okay, I think the one thing you and I love about this NFL game is almost all of them are one-score games. So to see a blowout like this, it's taken a superhuman effort defensively, and they just added to it.
Punt. Punt.
Wright's running out of the gun. Looks like they give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.